Hi, hello guys. My name is Rita. I was a student from the University of Lisbon, Instituto Superior Técnico. And the goal of this video is to tell you a little bit about what is the Master in Technological Innovation in Health. So I found that there is not a lot of information online, so for the ones that are planning to apply, this can be very useful. So to start, I did in the University of Lisbon, in Instituto Superior Técnico, an integrated Masters in Biomedical Engineering. And by the last year, in the fifth, I was enrolled in an exchange program in University of Lisbon in Paris. And after that, after coming to Lisbon again to finish my master thesis in Portugal, there was the opportunity to enroll in the Master in Technological Innovation in Health. So this was the first time that a student from the University of Lisbon was enrolling, and so for that reason I was able to enroll as late as I was in the middle of my master's in Portugal. But for now, I believe that as soon as you start your master's in your local university, you have to apply to this new Master in Technological Innovation in Health. In fact, what happens with this degree that is EIT labeled, so at the beginning it has no label from EIT Health, an European health organization, and after 1 year, I guess, it received that level, which means that it attained a quality high enough to deserve this recognize. But what I want to tell you is that, yeah, so what the goal of these masters is not to have separate classes in a way, to have a completely different masters than what you are already enrolled in your local university. So what happens is that you continue taking your classes in your university as normal. Just for you to let you know, so the universities that are enrolled in this degree are the University of Lisbon. So I think it's the only one in Portugal, and then you have two in France, Sorbonne Université and Grenoble Alpes, and then you have another two in Spain, Universidad Politécnico de Madrid and University of Barcelona, or in Spanish, Universidad de Barcelona. But yeah, so you are enrolled in your local university with your courses, but at the same time, if you also want to do this EIT Health degree, it's mandatory for you to take 6 months abroad, to be studying in a different university from one of the ones that I told you. Yeah, so you do these two things, and one third requirement of these masters is that you need to take some entrepreneurship courses, and also or to take entrepreneurship courses or to do a professional internship. You can choose one of those, I believe, because the main purpose of this program is not only to give knowledge to the students, but also to empower them to be able to use the tools that they have learned and to solve real life problems. Not in 5 years, not in 10 years, but at the moment the students are studying, right at that moment. So it's basically to bring together the academy and the industry, academia and industry. Yeah, so this is bring together these two worlds that some time ago were much more farther apart. Yeah. So talking a little bit what was my experience. So I took a professional internship when I was doing my master thesis in Portugal in the Portuguese National Health Institute, Dr. Ricardo Jorge, where I developed a couple of tools to help preventing and tackling outbreaks of infectious diseases. But it was mostly visualization tools. It was a small step in the direction of improving these areas, but it was something that is actually being used in a platform that's being used in Portugal to the surveillance of the flu and recently to the coronavirus that appeared a few months ago. So this was my internship. Another great advantage of this program is the fact that as soon as you are enrolled, you became part of EIT Health alumni. And by becoming part of EIT Health alumni, it's much easier for you to participate in the events that are organized by EIT Health. And very often, these EIT Health alumni, they provide you scholarships that you can actually apply to have some travel expenses or the participation in these events covered. So, yes, at the beginning of these masters, I attended a workshop in Madrid where I talked a little bit about what was my master thesis and new ways that I found useful to improve this Master in Technological Innovation in Health. I participated in a second EIT Health event that was a hackathon organized in Heidelberg, where the purpose was to come up with some guidelines to help solving the very recent, not that recent, problem of antimicrobial resistance. And the third event that I participated was the Industry Innovation Days, organized by the IMIM. So this is another master's, so in innovative medicine. So we have the MTiH, the one that I've been talking about, Master in Technological Innovation in Health, and then you have the IMIM, Master in Innovative Medicine. You have much more in EIT Health, but those two are the ones that I'm aware of. So I participated in these three events, and at the end we had the graduation. So the graduation usually takes place in fact, it doesn't take place in any of these universities, but the last one was organized in Paris, in Palais Brongniart, a very nice place. And the one in the year before, I believe it was in the headquarters of EIT in Belgium. I'm not sure if it was the headquarters or not. Yes, so it's like a degree. It's like a normal degree, but it's integrated in your local course, with your local courses. So it's not something completely separated, but you, at the end of the day, you actually have everything that you would expect from a regular degree. So you have the classes, you have teaching, you have practical work, and then you have an assessment. For me, it was a report from my professional internship, and then you have the graduation. Yes. So I was trying to see if there is anything else that can be important for you to know. I guess, guys, yeah, I guess that's all that I had to tell you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, please just leave me a comment down below. See you next time. Bye.